Hello guys, welcome back to Epicop. I am Syed Musaklim and today I'm gonna show you how to create controller and how we can call this controller in our view in Ionic 2 application. So basically what controller does is what it sounds like it does. The controller is used to pass the data from the data layer to the view layer via data binding. It also controls your actions. When you go to the URL in your app, actually you are calling to the controller. That controller will build your view using template. So we'll see in this sample application how we can create a controller in Ionic 2 and how we can call it on our view. So let's get started. So I'm gonna create one controller in app.js file which is present here, and this app.js is present in JS folder. The JS folder is present in www folder. So inside this app.js file you can see here there are some modules, Angular modules, and you can also notice here the module name is similar to the ng app name which is present in index.html. Index.html will be called first. So you can see here ng app equals to starter and the Angular module name is starter. The both names are same. So now we'll create a controller here and we'll call this controller. We'll give the name. As you can see here, the IntelliSense is giving two parameters, recipe name and factory function. So I'm gonna call this controller name as my controller, and I'm calling one anonymous function here. Inside this function I'm passing one parameter called scope, and inside the controller I'm gonna take an array of tasks. So we can create a task not in this way. We have to give square brackets, these brackets, and inside this array we'll take some few properties. Firstly we'll give the title. Our title is first element, or first, we can call it as first. After this give comma, and we'll take another property called completed, and I'm gonna say true. It's a boolean value. Let's copy this element and paste it down. We'll take 4 elements and we'll call this element as second. Next is third, and the last is fourth. So we'll give false. So I have taken 4 properties, 4 elements in this task array. So we have created our first controller. So this is the syntax of creating controller, a simple controller which I have shown you here. Controller, the controller name and the function. So you can pass one parameter. Using this parameter I have created one array and I have given 4 elements in this array. So this is the simple way of creating controller. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna call this controller on our index.html view. So let's give the controller name first, ng controller. The controller name is my controller. Save both files. Inside this I'm gonna take Ion. As you can see here, Ion represents, these are Ion elements, Ion pane. Inside this Ion pane I'm gonna take Ion header bar, and I'm gonna give one class here called bar royal. Inside this ion header bar, I'm gonna take ion title. These all are ionic elements, customizable and custom elements. You can see, you could say these all are ion elements. So I'm gonna give ion title as YBM, and after this I'm gonna take another ionic element, that is ion content, which I am using to show the controller data. Inside this ion content element, again I am taking another ion element, that is ion list, because we are going to show that controller data, these all 4 elements in one list format. So inside this I'm gonna say ion item. So in this list we have one ion item, so we have to give some attributes to this ion item, like ng repeat, ng class, and there are some more other attributes we have to use for showing that task array. So we'll start with the ng repeat first. This ng repeat will repeat the items which is present in our array. So we'll see task in task. Ng class will be the complete task dot completed. So this class is used to style the ion elements, which I'll show you later. We can style the ion elements in style.css. You can see here the file is empty yet. We'll style these ion elements later. First we'll concentrate on retrieving the elements of that task array. So now we'll see how we can get the data from that controller and how we can show inside this ion element. So I'm gonna give another attribute here called ng click. Whenever user clicks this ion item, then I'm gonna give one functionality to this ion item, that is task dot completed equals to not task dot completed. If the user clicks this ion element, then I'm gonna say assign this with false, because task dot completed is true. If user clicks it, then it becomes false. So we are all done now. Now we can give the title here. Inside this ion item, I am displaying the title of the element, of the array element, this title. So let's save these all files, index.html, app.js. Now we have to style this ion elements. So complete this class, I am taking this class, ng class complete, and I'm gonna give the color of the ion item will be black, and the text decoration will be line through. Whenever user clicks this ion element, it should be cut it down, line through. We'll see it later. And now I'm gonna run this application and we'll see how these elements, these array elements are showing on our view page. As you can see here, I'm following few blogs. These blogs are very helpful for you if you want to get started with Ionic 2. gonhybrid.com, and another blog which I used to follow is macgavery.com. so these are few blogs which I used to follow for building Ionic 2 applications. Josh Moroni is also a good blog. It might take some time to get compiled. We are all done now. Now we'll see how it works and how it looks on the browser, on the mobile view. So these are the 4 elements. You have to remember the syntax of creating controller in Ionic. So this is the syntax of creating a simple controller. You can also use service providers in your controller, and the controller controls the passing of data from your data layer to the view layer, as I have said you earlier in this video. It is still compiling. As you can see here, it is at line number 30. Till then, I'll show you the solution explorer, the architecture of this app. Our app is ready now. It is running on localhost on Google Chrome. It is not showing. Let's refresh it again. Yeah, you can see here we have 4 elements: first, second, third and fourth. The first and third are already cut it down, which is by this property, text decoration line through. If we click this, the line will be gone. So if we click this, our functionality is running, our functionality is working fine. Whenever user clicks, I have assigned that task.completed to not task.completed, means it assigns the false value. If true is there, it will become false. If false is there, it will become true. So this is our first application, which I have shown you how to create a controller in this video. So you could create your controller. This is just a simple controller which I have created. So hope you understand this session, hope you understand this video, how you can create controllers in your Ionic application. So thanks for watching this video. Please like and share my videos. Don't forget to subscribe my channel. Thanks again for watching my videos.